Mr. Bennett, we still haven't got to the joke.
I'm gonna tell you the answer.
Hey, it's been like 8 days.
I know. Who's this? Language arts I did 2 3. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please observe agenda point number 1 and grab your world information. While you are doing that, I will tell you the punchline to the joke from the other day. So the joke the other day was, what is the definition of an archaeologist? The punchline is someone whose career is in ruins. Very good, very good. Alright, our agenda today going really well. So again, we are still studying history. We have another joke for the day. Today's joke is, where was the Declaration of Independence signed? That's the joke for the day. So, our key terms. I'm just going to quickly introduce them to you. I want you to write them down in your notebook. Write them down in your notebook so that you have them. There are 6 key terms. The first 4 are as follows: geography, landforms. Yes, easy. You got it? Yes, you may. Geography, landforms, climate, and environment. Those are the first 4. Geography, landforms, climate, and environment are your first 4. Alright? Everybody got those 4 down? Geography, landforms, climate, and environment. The next 2 are region and resource. Or resources, I'm sorry. Region and resources. Yes. Probably important to have. Would make you do it. Region and resources. I'll go back really quickly for those who may have missed the other ones. In case you missed them before, everybody get region and resource or resources. And the other 2, in case you missed them, were geography, landforms, climate, environment, and then we had region and resources. Yes, ma'am. You have a question?
Yeah. We're gonna do how we did that one day where what we think.
No, we're not gonna do that. Just because we don't have time for the other things we're gonna do. I could, but then you wouldn't have any time to work on your homework class. Yes. Oh, next week, sorry. next two. Region and resources. Those are the last two. Region and resources. Yes.
Can you just give us some homework right now?
No.
Why?
Is that okay?
We have homework.
All right. So region and resources. Okay. Region and resources. Those are your last two. So this is what the next thing we're gonna do. The first half of this class, I promise, is going to be rather boring, but it'll get better as we get closer to the end. So what I want you to do is please read pages 12 through 17. You're going to read pages 12 through 17. In your notes, fill in your key terms. So as you're going through, fill in your key terms.
What? What's it? Oh.
Read pages 12 through 17. While you're reading through, fill in your key terms. You can't miss them. The word is bolded and the definition is highlighted. Alright. I'm gonna let you guys work on that for just a little bit. Right. How many people are finished? not finished, if you wanna keep following along, we're gonna go ahead and go back and we're gonna put in the definitions for our words. So if you missed one word, we can go back and put one of the definitions in. If you need to finish up and do some reading, you can do that and just sort of follow along with us. So our geography, what is the definition of geography? Matt, what is it?
Is the study of the Earth's physical and cultural features.
All right, go ahead and put that up there, please. Number 2, landforms. Landforms. Matt, what is the definition of landforms? The natural features on the land's surface. I have to tell you, going back to geography medicine, as soon as Matt's done, you can put yours up there. Going back to the geography one, part of the reason why I didn't have you guys write down what your guesses were for the definitions before we started is because I really didn't want to see a whole lot of people out there when I asked what geography is put a really hard class from last year, because that's not the accurate definition. So I didn't want you to put that down. So I figured we'd wait until we actually got the real definitions. So physical and cultural features. Alright, excellent. The next one, we got landforms. Alright, so climate. What is climate? Climate. Sylvia, what's climate?
Pattern of weather conditions in a certain area over a long period of time.
The pattern of weather conditions in a certain area over time. Can anybody tell me what Illinois' climate is? We're in a climate region. Do you guys know what that word is? We have a seasonal climate, yeah. Not Mediterranean, because Mediterranean climates are really like around the Mediterranean Sea. Grassland? That's like the type of area that we are, but it's not necessarily like we're like the plains, the grasslands. That's like our that's more of like our physical feature rather than our climate. Spencer.
We have ridiculous weather pattern that changes every year.
Okay.
We had a blizzard years ago, and then no snow the next.
True. I think that what they call, I think we're I'm trying to remember what it's called. I want to say that we're a temperate zone, but I don't think that's right. But it's a seasonal, like we're in the middle, like because we kind of go all over the place. We're cold in the winter, we're warm in the summer, or hot in the summer. We're really cold in the winter, and we're really hot in the summer, and it kind of changes. I really think that part of what we're seeing with our weird weather patterns is that like a little bit of a climate shift where the seasons aren't quite matching up to where they used to be. They're kind of rotating a little bit. And they do that sometimes. They'll kind of move around a little bit, so you'll start to see summer kind of creep in a little bit later. I wouldn't be surprised if, still in October we're having really nice weather. October, November, we're still having some really nice weather, and it's really cold in March. So I think we're kind of seeing that little bit of a shift, and that happens sometimes. All right, environment. Let's see. Environment. Tyler. Environment. What is environment? Exactly. All the living and non-living things infect life in the area. Right? Go ahead and write that down for environment. All the living and non-living things affect life in the area. So all the things that kind of go into it. So you have environment could be I don't know, whether you have too many swamps or I don't know. Does anybody watch Swamp People? I can watch about 15 minutes of that show, and then like I get a little frightened. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I like it. I don't know why. I can watch Duck Dynasty all day long, but for some reason Swamp People kind of creeps me out. I don't know why.
Dynasty is the way to go. Dynasty is ridiculous. Lee also.
So
Stupid.
Oh, you
it's amazing.
I just
it was.
Alright, gentlemen.
It is. No, you wish
Save
it.
it for later. Guys, seriously, stop. Guys, stop. Okay. Thank you very much. All the living and non-living things that affect life and nature. Awesome. Our last two. We have region, and I promise you this one's going to be rather important, so I hope everybody knows what region is. Region and resources. Region and resources. Cece, go ahead and grab region. Okay, a place with one or more features that make it different from surrounding areas. Exactly. And finally, resources. Our last one, resources. Jordan, what's resources? Okay, materials found in the earth that people need or value. Can anybody give me an example of a resource? Diamonds and gold. Real. Oil. Yeah. Bacon's not found in the earth; it's found in a pig. So, bacon ore. That's beef. That would be the biggest cause for strip mining in the face of the planet is if bacon came from ore in the ground.
That'd be awesome.
We would destroy this planet faster than we already are. Bacon in the ground. Yes. Iron ore, yes. Iron ore is a huge one. Iron ore and coal and oil are three of the things that made America such the country that it is. We had so much of those natural resources in and around, like on our, inside the borders of the United States. We didn't have to get it from anywhere else. And we were able to like blow up during the Industrial Revolution. And especially during World War II, we used so much of that stuff and we got it all from our own resources. Now those places are a little tapped. And you can see how much of that stuff we had and how big a part of our society it was by the way that it's affected other cultural things. Like, what's the, anybody know the name of the football team in Pittsburgh?
Oh, Steelers.
The Steelers. Do you know why it's called the Steelers?
Because they mined for coal. They were called Steelers in Pittsburgh. They mined for coal, and they were the people who mined for coal. It's called Steelers, and then the football team.
Close. They didn't mine for coal. They had iron ore, and they turned the iron ore that they mined there into steel. So they had steel factories in and around Pittsburgh where they took the iron ore that they mined from around the Pittsburgh area, thus the Steelers. Anybody remember? There used to be a team in Houston. Does anybody know what the name of the team in Houston used to be? What it used to be before they moved. They moved from Houston to Tennessee, and then they got a new team in Houston. Spencer, do you remember what it is? What?
My brother's a football maniac and he has like half a billion football cards in his team. The Houston Oilers and now they're the Titans.
Yep, the Houston Oilers. Oil was so big in Houston that they named a football team after them. So these resources help shape our own country. Okay, so that's your key terms. I hope everybody got them down. Let's see here. I have one more thing to show you on here before we move on to our activity, and that's the punchline to our joke. Where's the Declaration of Independence signed? At the bottom.
I don't get it.
It's signed at the bottom of the document.
Yeah,
It'd be really weird if it was signed at the top, wouldn't it?
Worst joke
Ever.
No, they're gonna get worse, I promise. Okay, alright, what I need you guys to do right now is, what we're gonna do is to start off our homework assignment, it's gonna start with groups. So what we're gonna do is I need 8 groups in order to get this done properly. But actually, how many many people do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22. Alright, let's do this. We're going to do,
7 groups of 3.
let's do 6 groups. Let's do 6. I take it back. I think we do 5 groups? 5 groups? Let's do 6. 6 groups. is should be
6
fine.
groups of what?
We're gonna do 6 groups.
Of
So
what?
we're gonna do 6 groups. That's what matters.
Oh.
6 groups.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Oh,
So they're gonna be varying numbers. We're gonna do 6 groups. Okay. So this is how we're going to do 6 groups of people. So this is how we're gonna do this. I'm just gonna come by and I'm gonna number you guys off 1 through 6. Once you have your numbers, I will give you a position in the room to go to. I want everybody to go there, and then once you are there, you're gonna pick a leader from your group. Okay? A leader from your group. I take that back. We're gonna do 5. Because if I do 6, we'll have a couple groups with only 2 people. So we're gonna do 5. Groups of 5. So I'm gonna. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Okay, got it?
Wait, what am I?
Everybody got your numbers?
No.
No, you weren't paying attention? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Okay? 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Okay? Everybody got theirs? Alright, this is where I want you to go. If you are a 1, please go over by that cabinet right there.
No, I'm not one.
If you are a 2, please go by the whiteboard over here. If you are a 3, please go over by the cabinet over there in the corner by the giraffe. No, you don't need to take anything with you. Just go stand over that other. A 4, please go stand over by the bookcase here. And a 5, you're going to be up by the tiki guy. Okay? 1 should be right here for the cabinet. There should be 5 here. 2s should be by the whiteboard. 3s should be by that cabinet. 4s by the backpack. Or beside the backpack, by the bookcase. And 5 should be over by the tiki guy. Now, go get your room. Alright, so the next thing I need you to do is I need you to pick 1 leader from your group and then have that leader go stand against this wall.
We have a dude in here talking.
Alright.
I blame you later for booze.
We got 4, 5. Alright, cool. This is what we're going to do, guys. You are going to need to have a particular region in order to do a region of the world, in order to do your homework assignment. And how we're going to pick this is that each group is going to get a region. And how we're going to pick this is I have all the regions written on my handy beach ball here. And you are going to come over here. You're going to stand with your back against the tree, right about even with the stool here. I'm going to stand here. I'm going to toss you the beach ball. Wherever your left thumb lands, that's the region you get. Okay? So if your left thumb lands like up here or something like that, it may not be on one, but it's closest to Eastern Europe, you get Eastern Europe. So whatever it's closest to. Okay? So who's number 1? Number 1. Who's our first? What group number 1? Who's our representative from group number 1? Alright, you ready? Oh, I almost forgot. I forgot there's another part of it. The next thing that you have to do after I give this to you, after you get your country, or your region, I'm sorry, the regions need to stay super secret as to who you have. So, as Gandalf once said, keep it safe, keep it secret. Do not tell anyone what you have except for your group members. And I would recommend that what you do is that once you get it, once you get what it is, you bring it over, you come over here, you get enough of the worksheets on the stool for your entire group. You write your name on the top of yours, write your region down, show it to your group, don't say it out loud, just show it to them, so that they can write it down, okay? Because you don't want another group overhearing what it is, or else it's going to ruin your chances of possibly winning a prize tomorrow. Or maybe they don't get a prize. I don't really care.
Prize?
I haven't decided on the prize. Enough for your groups. You should need 5. Ready? You guys really should.
Please stop announcing that you're saying it. It's really taking all the fun out.
Last one. Ready?
Actually, I got sorry. You do both or don't blend
All right. Now that you all have your regions, you can do one of 2 things. You're doing part 1 of your project of your homework today. You actually have a lot of time, way more time than any of the other classes have had to do this. You can use your textbook to come up with the answers. Actually, everybody go back to your seats because I'm going to tell you everybody how to do it. So keep your sheet hidden once you get back to your desk. Don't let anybody else see what you've got. If you don't have a sheet yet, get one real quick before you go back to your desk.
That's the worst joke ever told.
It's not the worst.
Yeah.
There's worse.
Yeah. In just a minute. I'm getting the part at my house today. Okay. So this is the next part of what you're doing. So you have your worksheet, you have your region. What you need to do is you are going to do part 1. And part 1 says, using the websites listed below or another relevant resource, find maps that describe your region's physical characteristics and list 5 of them, of the characteristics on your about your region below. So you need to either go home and use the websites that are listed there, or you can use your textbook right now, or you could use a atlas or a encyclopedia if you have one at home and you don't have access to the internet. But you need to look up these regions and you need to write down 5 characteristics. And what's going to happen is tomorrow when you guys come in, your group is going to get together for a couple of minutes and you are going to decide on what were the 5 best characteristics. What were the 5 best characteristics out of all the ones that the people in your group came up with? What are the 5 best? And you're going to write those down on the bottom part, on part 2. So part 2 you're going to do in class tomorrow. All right? Does anybody have any questions on what to do? Now, the other thing that I want to make sure that you remember is if you're going to be using the textbook today, you may either want to sit with your group to go through that, or stay away from people who aren't in your group so that they can't see what you're looking at in the textbook. Because if they know what map you're looking at, they're going to be able to figure out which region you have.
Does it matter?
Yeah, it's going to matter for tomorrow. You don't want anybody to know. You want to keep it a secret.
So
Yes.
how do you win? Where would the
How do you win? We'll talk about that tomorrow. Any other questions?
What's the meaning of life?
Oh.
I need to find for our region.
5 characteristics for your region. Yep. Using the maps that are provided. If you use the online site, the one that's listed on the top, the CIA site is actually a really good one. It's really, really good. It has a lot of the features. So that's a pretty good one. But the maps in the book have good stuff too. So go ahead and you guys have like almost 10 minutes to work on it. Huh? In the book?
Where is the bus?
You tell me.
Yes, now you can.
Thank you for waiting for me to get through the directions.
I don't know your name, but
My name's CJ. Stop being so pushy. Stop being pushy. Stop being pushy. Stop being pushy.
Stop being loud. And obnoxious.
You live stream?
Do you have something you need to work on for another class or anything?
Oh.
Yeah.
Clever. Why do we have to be quiet?
Unbelievable.
Oh, in case anybody didn't notice, I did get, I've actually had the list compiled for a little while of the classroom rules that you guys helped create. I just was waiting for the board to get back from the laminating so that I could put it up. But if you are curious about what rules you guys came up with for this class, they are up on the wall. We might take some time later to talk about them if I feel like we need to. Yes, you may.
I can't find anything about reading ink.